Hey, all YouTubers and subscribers, this is Try76. Good morning. It's 8:06 Eastern Standard Time here. Okay, I had a lot going on yesterday. Carrie came over. I had David call. I had Jackie call. The update on the bed and breakfast. Here's the scoop. The girl gave him an ultimatum. When you go into paranormal investigation, it's not a joke. Gladys's apartment is a good example of that. She wants her, and she's going to have a guest, which is her boyfriend, want to tag along. The deal that she tried to, do with me was, well, if you don't let us tag along, you don't get the job. Well, sorry, out the window it went. The reason why I don't allow tag-alongs is because there's so many things that could happen and go wrong. A lot of paranormal groups don't realize that. They're going in it just for the thrill of it. They got a gig, they have something to do on a Friday, Saturday night, and it's not taken seriously. I explained it to David. David respected my views on it. I explained it to David. A 19-year-old kid will not dictate to me, you have it my way or else. I just simply told him, no, I won't take the job. Because a lot of things can go wrong. Gladys is a good example of that. I thought it was a controlled environment, very safe, and it ended up being one of the worst that we were on. People don't understand what could go wrong, and I am responsible for everyone on my team when we go out. I explained to David about when him and I go out to clean house or do exorcisms, how controlled that is. And when we're out in the field, it's not controlled because we don't know what we're dealing with. Yeah, there's names out there for different spirits and ghosts, but you know what? I don't go by that. Alright, when we go in to do an investigation, I don't label nothing because of the simple fact it is an open world out there and we don't know what we're running into. And one thing, when someone comes in, this kid, her boyfriend is supposed to be on drugs, which is a bad thing. It leaves him open to being attacked or hurt or possessed or whatever. I'm not going to be responsible for that. That's why it's important to say a prayer and anoint to protect whoever all is involved. I just simply told him straight up, no uncertain terms, no. Leave it go. They can get somebody else in there and they can tag along with them and hopefully, nobody gets hurt. Paranormal groups are in it as a hobby. I'm not, because like I explained to David yesterday, we know what lurks out there. We work on the dark side all the time. And what we deal in and what we do is out of the realm of an ordinary paranormal society. Okay? And the thing of it is people who have hauntings and stuff like that are wanting to find out whether or not if their place is haunted, especially a business, because that way they can draw more people in. I take it more serious, and like I explained to David, he agreed to this. I told him, I said, do you notice that I treat you different, when we're in cleaning houses and when we're doing exorcisms than what we are in the field? He says, yeah, you're much more stricter. I says, yes. And I expect my team to listen to me, because that's like Jackie with her prayer beads. I had to buy her new prayer beads because we went into 2 cemeteries, scoping them out, and her beads broke. And they were metal in there, and they were still curved as if the beads were hooked together. Okay, that told me there, and I never ran across that situation before. Every situation investigation is different. So the gig is off as of now, but I look for him to call, but I did strike a deal with her. He said about her being serious. I want to see how serious she is. I invited her this spring to go out with us because I want to see her reaction. I want to see how she deals with certain situations. I want to see if she is scared. Okay? I want to see how she reacts to different things. Okay? And so I offered that deal, and she's more than welcome to tag along then. But when you get someone who is on alcohol or drugs, they're more susceptible to being attacked than anybody else. This is why I always go into prayer. This is why I always anoint the people involved. And David respected that. A lot of paranormal groups don't respect that. But see, they don't deal in what we deal with either. Okay, they just go out and they investigate. That's it. And I explained to David, either she goes for that or we don't do the gig. I don't need it that bad. Okay? And it's like taking someone who's bipolar into a situation like that. Who do you think is going to get attacked? I cannot be responsible for these people because I am responsible. I am taking upon my good judgment, to make sure that it's a safe environment for everybody. And when you take tag-alongs, you end up having a lot of giggling, carrying on, and it just ruins the whole investigation. I also told David, too, that if we have limited space, I want full reign of that. Okay? I want full reign of the environment in which we're working. This is how serious paranormal, investigations are. Okay? And a lot of groups start up thinking it's a hobby, and it's really not. You have to take it serious. You have to, and you have to make judgment calls. And I told him, I said, she can get somebody else in there and hook up with them and hope to hell they know what in the hell they're doing. Because of the simple fact that it can be a very dangerous situation. Carrie was over yesterday, and she wanted to see my pictures from Gladys. She spotted something I missed, and that's in the eye of the painting. The eye is of a serpent eye. And I'm going to show it to David. I will put it up there and show everybody. I missed it. But it was a common mistake. But this is another situation where you took a controlled environment, which I thought was very safe for David to do since he is in training. And it ended up being that I got attacked. And it ended up being that I had to take control of the investigation because I am responsible for anybody getting hurt. Okay. So he's explained all this and give her the deal. And if she goes for the deal, we may get the investigation. But personally, under them terms, no. I'm not going to have a 19-year-old kid dictate to me who's never done investigations before. Okay. Tell me while you take me and my friend in and let us tag along, or else you don't get the gig. No. So this is what it's all about, folks. Because we're dealing with the unknown, the unseen, and we're dealing with a situation where it is supernatural. Okay? And when you go into, if you're thinking about starting an investigation, take these things into consideration, because this is Protocol 101. These are my rules. This is how it's really done. You have to make sure your people stay first. Like I told him, I'm responsible for every soul that's out there. And if I screw up, okay, it's on me. And I'm not willing to take that responsibility because I got to be accountable for that. I got to be accountable spiritually with God for that, because I'm putting them into a situation where, say if something happens and they just take over somebody's body, they're vulnerable, then I'm responsible for that soul. And I don't want that burden, So we got to wait and see. I look for David to call me. Jackie and I are going out this afternoon and see about that job for tomorrow. And the contest ends tomorrow. Yeah, and I'm not going to say who got the most, so I'm going to leave it as suspended. But anyway, I just wanted to get this out there to show the seriousness of paranormal investigations. It's not a joke. It's not a hobby. But you got to enjoy it and have a great interest in it. And it's a very much of a passion of mine. I'm real protective over, over everybody and everything. And so you just cannot go in and just start snapping pictures and giggle and carry on and that type of thing. You can have fun. It's a blast. Okay? But then things can go sour very, very, But I think I made a good judgment call on that. So we'll just have to wait, and I'll keep you updated on that, whether or not if we get it. But I figured that might have been what the plan was. And she knows David from school because he goes to Penn State, and she figured, well, she would, give an ultimatum to him. But like he said, he respects me. And I told him, if he wants to do it, but he's not ready to do it. He says, no, we're a team. That's the way it should be, and that's the way it is. And Jackie, we're all tight, So let's just see if she takes me up on her offer. Okay. Okay? Alright, this is Try76 signing off. Y'all have a good day. It's Friday.